One.
We're going. Cool. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Across the Room podcast. I am Rene Angel, and I am here with my fellow host, Damian Williams. Say hi, Damian.
Hey guys, it's me, Damian Williams.
It's me, a Damian. And first off, I just want to thank everybody for the support. All 54 people who have listened to our first episode of Across the Room.
Maybe even more right now.
At this point, maybe even more. We can check later.
As we're recording, it is about 54 people.
And just want to thank everybody for the support. And I'm looking forward to, keeping this train rolling. So.
Honestly, for the first 3 episodes, just getting over 50, I'm very surprised at, honestly. And, I'm really glad everyone's listening right now because, it's just been, it's been a journey for sure. Just getting all this shit together and getting all these mics and getting all this boomstick and actually finding someone who actually, wanted to, co-host or something like that was very difficult.
Yeah, this has been an idea. I've had this idea of doing a podcast because I've been listening to podcasts for years now. 2-3 years ago, I was talking about it, and you can even talk to my previous coworkers because they used to get annoyed of how much I used to talk about doing a podcast. Yeah. But I'm just happy to be doing it, and I want to toast and cheers to our first episode that we dropped, and this one and many more to come. So, all right, let's crack them open here. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
I am drinking Liquid Death, water, and Damian is drinking
a Modelo.
Modelo time.
It's slightly warm because we waited too long.
A slightly warm tall boy.
But it's delicious nonetheless.
There you go. They should sponsor us, dude. Modelo should sponsor us. Liquid Death should sponsor us because they sponsor every podcast that I listen to. It seems like, but Liquid Death is my new favorite thing. If you don't drink it, you're just lame. So how you work today, right? Yes, I worked today. It was good, dude. I was just thinking about for the past few days, just been thinking about the Oscars. The only time anybody's talked about the Oscars in the past, few years. By this time, the subject is probably gonna be dead. But Will Smith, palm smacked Chris Rock in the face for quote unquote disrespecting his wife, who has cheated on him many times. Actually, they're in an open relationship, but she's
a mutual cheat.
Yes,
mutual cheat, guys.
But at the same
Don't
time,
get offended.
At the same time, it's weird, dude. Will Smith should be beating the shit out of people who have entered his wife. And not random comedians for making a joke.
I just don't think it wasn't very cool, I guess, but I think that joke, first of all, that joke wasn't even that bad.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't funny. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't funny either. But it wasn't
tasteless, bad. Yeah, but it wasn't slap-worthy for sure.
It was not slap-worthy.
It was not slap-worthy because I would be hugely offended if someone slapped me over that joke, very much. But it's just kind of sad too. Is like Jada Smith too kind of brings that hate on herself too, because bro, she talks about all this shit openly about their open relationship, and Will Smith doesn't seem like a very out there kind of guy, and then she posts stuff about Tupac and how much she loved Tupac, and it's just damn, man,
she misses him.
Yeah, that's kind of I'd be a little upset at that shit.
Know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, he just snapped. I guess he's tired of being the butt of the joke for so long because people have been obviously ridiculing, talking crap about Will Smith for a while now, and yeah, dude, he maybe just had enough of it. He's like, I'm at the Oscars, and you're gonna make a joke about me here.
Well, if you see too that I watched the video a couple times and he's smiling when the guy makes the joke, right?
Yeah, when Chris Rock makes the joke, you see Will smile, and you see Jada frowning, roll her eyes. Offended, and what I'm guessing is that Will saw how mad she was, and then he's like, you know what, I gotta defend my wife, I guess. So let me go smack this man in the face. The ultimate form of disrespect, if you ask me. Okay, sorry, we're throwing hands.
Well, we don't know about the cheating. The cheating, like you said, is an open relationship. But just the fact that that even happened, bro. At such an event like that, it's just kind of
I think everybody was shocked, dude. Right? Like because technically that's assault. Technically, if you look at it, that's assault.
And there's like evidence.
Yeah, right? there's clear evidence,
right?
But so
he's going to jail.
Would imagine they have police officers at the Oscars, but I think the police officers are shocked too. Like, yo, like did we just see that a live assault happened directly in their faces and didn't take them off stage? You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, dude. Even Putin was like, this guy's crazy. Putin was like, this guy needs to chill out. But dude, it was crazy. Like I just remember opening Instagram, and it was everywhere.
First of all, Putin would have fucked both those guys up. He would have judo flipped Chris Rock right into the stage. And that boxing that Will Smith worked on when he played Muhammad Ali definitely wouldn't have worked.
I was gonna say
he would have got judo flip too. So because I hope everyone knows that Putin's definitely a black belt in judo.
Yeah.
So
have you seen him working out? Though I've seen videos of him working out. His form is awful.
Is it really?
Yeah. There's video of him like doing the fly machine and freaking benching. Form is trash. If you ask me.
So Renee's actually a fitness influencer.
I am not a fitness.
Yeah.
I'll post random gym photos on my story.
Well, he's trying to be one. No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, there's not. You know what? Let me just accept it at this point. Follow me on my Instagram. If you know what it is.
Yeah, we'll plug it. Go ahead and plug it.
I think it's RENANGEL2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's go back to Chris Rock and Will Smith because we got a little off topic there. I definitely think that Will Smith, he can't really be mad at like people making those jokes because like they do that all the time. That's like a normal thing at the Oscars,
Yeah.
And I know like people are getting all offended because of like the disease, but like what if Chris Rock didn't know she had that?
He didn't. He didn't know.
Yeah.
He said he didn't know.
So what exactly would like constitute him like going up there and slapping someone, I'm sure, but I'm definitely sure he's fucking tired of everyone. That's why he did it. He's like, you know what? I think they just caught him on a bad day. Hey, Jada probably told him like he wasn't enough one day, and then he just went up there and just fucking backhanded Chris Rock.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, no.
You know what probably happened? So Chris Rock probably made that joke, and then Jada looked at Will and was like, Tupac would have done something. And then, naturally caused Will Smith to go haywire and freaking open palm smack Chris Rock in the face. But he didn't move. Chris Rock did not move. Like, he smacked him. He took it. He got it.
There's a lot of conspiracies on it.
What?
There's a lot of conspiracies on, like, because they said that Chris Rock leaned into it and that there was padding already on his face and stuff like that. They had like a whole diagram on it.
Padding on his face?
Yeah, like there was like a subtle padding that was like caked in, like with makeup.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, it feels kind of far fetched,
But again, bro, that's the only time I've heard anybody talk about the Oscars in the past few years.
Yeah, I don't think I've even seen a movie that's Oscar from the Oscars.
The one that Will Smith won for?
I know that one, but I've never seen it.
Oh, King! I think it's called King Richard. About
Venus and Serena Williams.
Yeah, and their dad. Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
I mean, I'm sure it's a good movie. He won an Oscar for it.
Yeah,
but like, who's deciding the Oscars?
I have a question though.
What?
So, obviously, like you said, it's probably a good movie. So, just because he won Best Actor, does that mean that it's like a great movie? If you win an award for acting, does that mean the overall movie is good just because one person acted great?
Yeah, if he's the protagonist, he probably makes the movie, right? Everyone kind of follows his lead.
Yeah, I know, but you can have like a, great actor and the rest of the movie's total shit, right?
That's tough. That's tough because I don't think so because like it's the guy who revolves around everything that makes the great movie, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of an example, but I can't right now.
Like let me see. What's a good movie that's like everyone else is terrible in?
I don't know. I can't. I'm trying. Yeah. There's probably some.
I know
out
what
there.
you're saying, but like I just doubt it. I just doubt that because he's such a good actor. And on top of that, have you seen Pursuit of Happiness?
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
dude,
great movie.
Dude, that's my favorite movie, bro. And fucking, he kills that role, bro.
I cried.
Let's say Jaden Smith, little Jaden Smith. He's not that good, probably, because he's 5 years old.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Speaking of Jaden Smith, I got something to say about Jaden Smith. Okay. Jaden Smith, I think I don't have a Twitter, but I saw it on Instagram because you find shit on Instagram about Twitter. Yeah. And after that whole thing happened, I think later on that night, Jaden Smith posted, "That's how we do it." And I want to know, who is we, Jaden? Like, that's how you do it? Last time I checked, I saw you getting your ass kicked on Karate Kid.
God damn. Is there some... Is there some like inner hatred towards Jaden Smith?
Yeah, that song with Justin Bieber is trash. I like Justin Bieber now, though. I don't like Jaden.
Oh, my God. Shouts out Will Smith, for sure.
No, shout out Chris Rock. No. I'm not gonna plug Will Smith.
Dude, no. Will Smith, bro, he's a great actor. Yeah. Oh, you gotta give him his props at least.
He had that one.
Honestly, shouts out both of them, because Chris Rock's a great fucking comedian.
Yeah.
Man. So... You know, to be honest, the whole thing is just kind of like weird, you know? Well, and that kind of like think about it, dude. Like Jada Pinkett Smith is kind of like the reason it's all caused, right? It just kind of shows like how much power a woman has sometimes.
I find it hard to believe that, you know, I mean, she's probably, you know, she's probably protected when she's you know, doing all these other men and stuff like that. You know, it's an open relationship, so she probably stays protected. But
what do you mean by protected?
When it comes to, like, you know,
like safe
pregnancies and stuff like that, having safe sex.
Well, of course, I'm sure that's why she doesn't have kids right now, right? Or more kids?
Do they have? Is it all their kids?
They have 3. Yeah, I believe they have 3 total, and they're all his.
Oh, well, good for her.
I think they're all his. I think the oldest one isn't his.
Oh, well.
That needs to be fact checked.
Yeah. So, no, but speaking of that, have you heard of the new? There's a new thing that they're creating. It's a male birth control pill. 98%. It said it was like 98% effective, but in rats, they're gonna start human trials pretty soon. Would you take that? Would you take a male birth control pill?
Can you hear me clearly? Fuck no. I would never take that.
I got a question. Did you take the vaccine?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I trust you then.
I don't know.
I mean, I took the vaccine, but still.
Well, it's even tough for women because, like, sometimes the birth control, it's what it's for, and it's supposed to regulate, like, their period. But at the same time, like, there's some of them have mood swings really bad. Some of them have there's really bad side effects to that stuff too.
And so I wonder what the side effects.
Just wear a fucking condom.
Yeah, that's true.
Jesus.
I wonder what the side effects of the male birth control pill though. Like, do your balls shrink?
Well, they don't know. They haven't started human trials yet, right?
Do you like nut quick or something like that? Like, because there's certain things where I would be like, these are the side effects. I'm not taking this shit. It's almost like, oh, take Zantac or whatever, and then the side effects include thoughts of suicide. Like, no, dude, I just had the shits. I don't want to kill myself, you know.
But the whole fucking but that whole shindig is just not. It's not out. It's not. I just don't like. Not that I don't believe it. Like, it's not gonna happen, but it's gonna just like the more artificial shit you put in your body, man. Dude, the more you're kind of fucking up your body. Dude, look at all these pills that people have to take and all this shit that they have to take on a normal day.
I gotta take
just to fucking get through the day sometimes, you know? Yeah. I've heard there's like a stereotype of how, like, housewives are on Xanax because they can't deal with what they're going through. And it's just like, damn, like, so we're getting more artificial things and people are putting it in their body more. They're just ruining their body, dude. Because all those artificial, like, pills are just destroying each other, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's destroying their bodies, but at the same time, dude, you gotta let people do what the hell they want to do. If they want to do that to their body, and just, you know, who am I to tell them not to do that?
It's just a real. It's just I think people are seeing the only upside when there's, you know, probably 60, 70 downsides.
Yeah,
compared to it, you know.
You know, it's crazy. They probably. I would imagine some people, which is sad, take another medication to offset a side effect of the medication that they're taking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
no, that's normal. That's normal. People do that, and it's I don't want to say it's sad, but like I said, I'm not saying it's sad because it's some of that stuff does help people, but I just feel like the more you go away from artificial things, I think the better your life is, because that's what the human body is supposed to do. The human body is supposed to repair itself. It's supposed to do all this, like, it's just a great system. And I just feel like the more you incorporate man-made things, the more you're like just tearing it apart. You know what I'm saying?
You are preaching to what? Have you heard of the Liver King?
Nah.
He's on Instagram. This dude eats nothing but like liver, like in animal organs, raw.
Yeah.
Like because he calls everybody primals, and he calls his family tribe, because he thinks the natives used to eat all natural, eat these different animal parts, and look at their bodies. They were the human body in its natural form. So that's what he does, and he posts videos, and he's swole. But this dude is swole to the point where he's taking steroids. I think it's cap that that's all he eats.
You said raw meat?
Raw. No, not even meat. Like organs.
Oh, he eats it raw.
He eats it raw, like brain. He ate brain a couple days ago.
Is that good for you?
That's what he
Probably
says.
Not, right?
That's what he says.
How often does he eat? Like, what's his diet?
Every day, dude. That's his everyday.
No,
thing.
I know, but like, what's his diet like during a day, like a daily diet?
I haven't got that.
Because like that does mean a lot, actually. Your daily diet is really. I don't know the full spectrum of how it is, but I know like a lot of like you can eat one thing like you can literally have one meal a day as long as you have like your calorie cap, and you can be fine and you can fast the rest of the day. People do it. Like there's like a whole community of people who actually fast.
Yeah,
and it's actually a very health. I mean, I listen to a lot of it on Joe Rogan's podcast, and there's a lot of health benefits to actually fasting. You're actually your body's supposed to like go into this mode where it recovers faster and all that stuff, just because it's using like it's like using like whatever in your body that you have. And I'm not an expert, okay?
I'm no scientist.
Clear.
He's no Dr. Fauci, okay?
Let's just make that clear. I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that, but I just believe that's just what's happening with your body, though. Like your body's going into overdrive and try to recover faster and try to get your metabolism will go faster, and all that stuff will increase because like your lack of food, because you're in survival mode, and that's what your body has to do to like is trying to get out of the survival mode.
Yeah, so it naturally adapts to the situation.
Exactly. So recovering times go up. It's like I don't have an example for it. I was all ready.
Like you see, he crossed his legs. He's like, all right, you see, what is this?
I was just like, man, I need an example because I would prove it, but it didn't come to me in the fast moment. Yeah,
but it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense, dude. Yeah. I get you.
Seriously, look up fasting and like what it can do for you. I did it for a while.
But
I did it for a long time.
How long would it take for it to come into effect? Like complete effect, like your body to naturally.
So you're basically like you're living off everything you eat at that moment, right? So it's not spaced out like a regular diet. So a regular diet that they have like U.S. national mainly deal is like 3 square meals, 2,000 calories.
The pyramid,
right?
The food pyramid.
Yeah, but there's people who will eat like 3,000 there's people who will fast like 16 hours a day. And they'll make that same. They'll fast 16 hours of the day, and they'll eat 8 hours of the day, but they'll only when they eat, it's still that 2,000 calorie cap. But the thing is you're living off that amount of food that's supposed to last you 16 hours. So the longer you go to eat, the more depleted that 2,000 calories gets.
Yeah.
So like you do 16, and you eat 2,000. Okay, so the more you eat, the more you fast, the more it takes away from that body, and then it takes away more. So it's actually good for weight loss.
Yeah.
And then like when your body goes into that survival mode of like trying to eat, it's gonna eat like I did it for weight loss, and that's what I know about it, because you're cutting into your calorie deficit or your calorie count more and more and more when you don't eat.
Yeah.
But like I was watching Joe Rogan, he has like he has a doctor on there named Dr. Rhonda something. I can't quote it right now, but she actually is a nutritionist who actually tells you the benefits of fasting and what it can do for you. And
does she have a book? Is she an author? Or is she
I'm pretty sure she is.
She's probably got a book. Right?
I haven't seen the episode. It's been a couple years, but my friend turned me on it, and I was just like, wow, she's great. She just knows everything about like what you should eat, what you should put into your body, And
I mean, isn't it like, I'm not even say subjective. If it like, isn't it based on what kind of person, what kind of body you have? Like, if there can be a doctor saying, "Oh, you should put this in your body," but I would imagine if it goes for a broad spectrum of people that goes to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's very general.
Yeah, it's a very general.
Like, because some people have really fast metabolisms naturally, and some people have really slow naturally. So I'm sure they try to be as broad. You have to be as broad as possible, especially when you're talking to a group of people. But like, there are nutritionists out there who, like, if you pay them, they'll go down to the molecules of what you should be eating, what should be in your body, like when it will digest all the
Like how much that costs?
A lot of UFC. Thousands, bro.
Millions.
Thousands an hour.
Jeez, millions and millions of dollars.
But yeah, it's very interesting, honestly.
Just try to keep your body natural, man. Yeah. I say that as honestly. I ate a shit ton of cookies today and a donut and a bagel this morning.
Well, I mean, that's better than putting like opioids in your body, right?
I mean, that is true. That's true. You gotta stick with weed, man. Stick with the herb.
Speaking of healthy food, though, I put my 2 weeks in at In-N-Out.
Wait, you were working at In-N-Out?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, I was a cleaner in the morning.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, dude.
I had no idea.
Actually, I worked there today in the morning.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. Wait, what's today?
Today is the 30th of March.
Wednesday, though.
Wednesday.
Okay, no, I worked there yesterday morning.
Wow, dude, I didn't even know you worked at In-N-Out.
Yeah,
crazy.
Dude, wild, right?
Well, you put in your 2 weeks?
Put in my 2 weeks yesterday.
Dang, good for you.
I walked in.
Was it free?
I was like, yeah, not really. I only worked there 1 day a week.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like, I'll get like a morning to myself. That's about
true.
It.
That's true.
Because it was like a 7 to 10 shift every week on Tuesdays. Shouts out In-N-Out for giving me that schedule, too. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude. That's, 1 day a week for only a few hours?
I walked in and I said, Kevin, I quit. I'm tired of this shit.
Oh, nice.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, well, I was like, In-N-Out, they seem pretty, pretty Christian. I don't think they would think that's cool, dude.
No, shouts out In-N-Out. They give me a burger every week. So I went in and I said, hey, can I talk to you? Went in, shook his hand. And I was like, hey, thanks for having me. Thanks for, let me, giving me a job and let me work here. And I shook his hand and then called it a day. Yeah, very gentlemanlike, That's how you're supposed to handle shit.
Yeah, Will Smith. Okay, that's how you're supposed to handle stuff. Yeah. Okay, you talk to people first. You don't just assault people. Anyway, I'm happy for you, dude.
You don't see me going around smacking
his boss.
My manager, right? He's like, go clean that. Bow! Yeah. Right in the face.
But backhand him. Not
front hand.
Not front hand. Front hand, backhand.
But it was a good job. I mean, I've had some pretty shitty jobs, but that was actually...
I was going to ask you about that,
The work was good, but like the actual work... The work itself sucked because it was just cleaning, but... like the amenities I got. Dude, bro, I got a $75 gift card one time to Target. I got a duffel bag.
Yeah,
I got
like... treats people good.
They gave me like 3 jackets. Nice. Yeah, no, they fucking hooked it up, bro, and I really appreciate like the shit that they did. It was awesome.
Right on. I got a question, though.
Sometimes that motherfucker was dirty.
I have a question, though. Speaking of jobs, what kind of jobs have you had before? Like, do you remember all of your jobs that you had?
Almost, yeah.
Same. What was your? Go down the list.
So I started at a pizza place, Pronto's Pizza.
I remember that. That was in
right after high school.
Yeah,
2016. And then from there, I worked security for like a year.
At a banquet hall, right?
Yeah, it was a bunch of different places, but that was mainly where I was at. And then right after that, I went to, where did I go? I went to Walgreens right after that.
Oh yeah, I remember Walgreens. Buena Park, right?
No, Huntington Beach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was a job. That's all it was.
Yeah.
that's what I could sum it up as.
Yeah.
Did that and then went to Costco right after. Was there for like 5 years. Unfortunately got let go.
Stole some meat. Anyway, go on.
We have to edit that out. You fuck. And then I got let go, and then I went to FedEx, and FedEx twice. I got hired twice there within like a month, which is wild. I don't know who's at FedEx, but they got to know that you've been hired at 2 different places.
I got hired at FedEx too, but I didn't even go to work. I'm not gonna lie. They gave me a start date. I just never went.
Yeah, that place sucks, bro. That place is terrible. Like, and I don't even care about offending him on here. That place is terrible. It was a terrible job.
Like a sweatshop.
Yeah,
a lot of work.
They just work.
Very little pay.
Right,
hot.
Man. Well, when I was there, it was like $15 an hour, which was like
it wasn't bad.
Really bad. Yeah, not bad, but
not
like
good.
But like, I'm just like, I can't do this every day.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to do this every day.
Yeah,
I could do it. Like, of course I can do it, but like, I just feel like that just wasn't the job for me at the time, and honestly, it was so bad because I was just sweaty and tired, bro. We had to go there. I got there at 12 a.m. And then I went.
What time did you work? Like, what was your time?
I worked till 12 a.m.
Until what? Like, when did you start though?
When did I start? No, I started at 12 a.m.
Oh, and went till what time?
I went till like 8.
Oh, jeez.
Sometimes till like 12 because they needed people, bro. Yeah,
wow.
Dude. No, never again. And they do it to a lot of kids, bro.
Yeah.
Which is
dude,
smart.
Child labor. That's what I'm saying. It's like a sweatshop.
Not kids as in, they're over 18, obviously.
No, I know, but like, it's...
But just people who don't know better, you know?
Yeah. The closest thing to child labor in America.
Yeah, but like, it definitely works, bro. Some of those kids work their asses off. I remember being there and I was just like, no, this is not for me. I used to do that shit at Costco, like that hard type of labor. I used to put away like meat coolers and stuff.
Damn.
And honestly, dude, it was like that, but like way faster, like way faster pace, lighter boxes, and some of those boxes, bro, were fucking heavy.
Did you get swole?
No, I was only there for a day. Yeah, and then right after I got hired at the one in Anaheim, and so the first one was loading, and the second one was unloading.
Yeah.
And it was that was even worse, bro. Like, taking all that stuff out and putting it onto a belt, and some of that stuff was fucking heavy. I fucked up my back my first day.
I was going to ask.
Guess what? Yeah. Did not show up the next day. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. Honestly, it was terrible job. Terrible job. Not fun at all.
And then now you're at a dispensary.
I'm at a dispensary.
Right on, dude.
Yep. I'm at a dispensary, and yeah, honestly, it's probably the best job I've had.
I feel that.
Honestly, hands down, say
I feel that now.
I mean, we can't do anything when we're actually on the job, but like, the job's pretty cake. You know, you go, you sell some stuff, and it's hard. It's easy to sell stuff that people love. Mm-hmm. You know, so, and we're starting to get busy again, and it's great. Honestly, I'm having a great time there. But you said you worked at FedEx too.
No, I didn't. I didn't work at FedEx. It was like start of the pandemic. Yeah. Exactly. I wasn't working for a little bit, and I started, applying at different places, and FedEx was one. So I applied at FedEx, and then I was taking a drive, and then they called me, and they're like, "Hey, can you actually come in right now and just like start doing your paperwork?" And I'm like, I can't.
They probably needed people, right?
Yeah, they needed people bad. You can tell. And I was like, I can't right now. I'm out. And they're like, okay, can you come in tomorrow? I was like, yeah, sure. But then I thought about it. I was like, I don't want to work at FedEx, man. So I just didn't show up the next day.
No, dude.
But
that was
my job now is cool, though. I work at
Don't let me knock anybody, too, at FedEx.
Yeah.
But because, I mean, those people, who know they work hard and they do it for money, but it's just not the aspiration I was looking for.
No, I feel it.
So, because you didn't do that, where did you end up going after?
Now I'm at Marzuno Creative. They're a creative company who develop, different clothing brands. So if you ever need like blanks, if you need graphic designers, if you need people to ship your stuff for you, it's pretty much a one-stop shop for all of that. We do like direct to garment, heat transfer, sewing and stuff.
Weren't you doing a brand for a while?
Me, it's still in the works. I still have it. I still have all the files and stuff like that, but I kind of put that on the wayside because I wanted to do a podcast, and I didn't want to overwhelm myself with a whole bunch of things at one time. I'd rather do this than the brand. But I still plan on working on the brand. I made a few samples and stuff like that, and so I still plan on working there, but on doing that. But
well, so we'll plug it.
I have the name and everything like that, but I'm not gonna. I don't even. It's not in the air right now, so I don't want to plug it.
It's coming soon.
There.
It's coming soon.
It's coming. Yeah, it's coming soon. It'll be there. But I remember my first job though, dude. My first job was, I think, Tommy Hilfiger. Okay. No, My first job was I did a regional occupation program because I needed a grade for high school, and I went to South Almani High School, and I was behind in credits. Yeah. So they had this thing. It was a ROP, regional occupation program, where you would go and pretty much volunteer at like any retail store or something like that for a grade instead of paying. Okay. If they didn't pay you. You did it for a grade. You were like a temp there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was actually, I did it at PacSun at the Santa Anita Mall.
That's pretty dope.
It was, dude. You like it? I was trash. I didn't even want to be there. I didn't sell. I was like, dude, I'm only here for a grade. I don't want to do this. And the crazy thing is, I ended up working not at PacSun, but I ended up working retail for freaking like years and years and years after that. I actually became a manager at True Religion, the overpriced jeans. I was a manager at the Cabazon location for a minute.
So you can actually imagine what Rene actually looks like, right? So let me just give you his outfit. Because he worked at all these places, and he definitely took the style with him.
No, I didn't, dude.
Let me see. He's got the triple rolled up beanie.
Yeah.
He's got a magenta crew neck.
It's not magenta, dude. It's
He's got a pair of white Adidas.
Burgundy.
Ultra Boosts, okay. And then it's a pair of black pants.
With Levi's, dude.
This guy looks like he came right out of True Religion.
You know, I'm wearing a long sleeve, and it's like 80 degrees out. I'm wearing a long sleeve and beanie. It was cold this morning.
Well, it's all about style. That's what it's all about.
It was cold this morning, though. I promise
style
you.
over comfort for sure.
You gotta. It's summertime. You got a new freaking jacket. You want to show it off because your parents got it on sale or something like that. Dude. Like you go to school. Aren't you hot? Nah, dude. I don't get hot. Or it's just like
I don't get hot.
Or it's just like,
sorry, mom.
Or it's just like,
fuck this jacket.
Or it's just like going to school and it's like freezing outside and you're the dude wearing shorts. Everyone's like, aren't you cold?
I remember.
You know you're cold, but you just didn't do laundry or something like that.
No, I remember kindergarten. Fucking O'Neill shorts. Had to show them off. You know, I got Osiris shirts.
Down
or the Osiris shoes
with the DVSs or something. DVSs, the brick shoes. The dude, his name was Kyle. He drank Monster and listened to Tech 9 and wore DVSs.
That was Damian. It was Damian in kindergarten.
That was Damian in kindergarten. Because I was slaying the game, bro.
Slanging.
Where did you go to middle school?
Well, we went from kindergarten to middle school.
Where'd you, like, did you grow up in Beaumont? Like, you went to kindergarten in Beaumont?
Bro, I was in Beaumont when I was born. Yeah.
Wow.
My family's been there a long time, bro.
Damn.
But they're white.
You're a legacy.
And I'm dark skinned, so like you wouldn't tell. You could not tell.
So Beaumont didn't like your kind.
They did. I survived 18 years.
Yeah, no.
Thanks, Mom.
No, so you grew up there. Where'd you go to elementary? Did you go to Chavez or something?
No, I went to
Chavez for a little bit and then went to Brookside after.
I went to Palm School.
Oh, Palm?
All through 5th.
Oh, yeah. Right on, dude.
It was cool. Yeah. I grew up with a lot of people. Like, a lot of people were actually, I grew up with them there. Like, see them in high school.
Yeah.
Like, I still knew them. Like Jason Lewis. Like, remember, you know?
Yeah, I know Jason.
Yeah, dude, I've known him since I was, like, in kindergarten.
Shout out to Jason, man.
Yeah, Jason. Great. Doing good things. He's a golfing champ right now. Who else? Jacob. I mean, Jacob's been there since he was born. Yeah.
Shout out to Yuli.
I mean, like, Jordan Turner. Sorry if I'm just name dropping.
You know what's
here,
funny?
Like these, like I grew. I didn't know these guys like entirely, but I knew we all grew up together. Like Marcus Fregoso.
Yeah.
I grew up with him. Yeah. Rest in peace.
But you grew up. Yeah.
But I grew up with all those people. From kindergarten all the way to fucking 12th grade. Gilly Mendoza. I fucking...
Gilly.
Yeah, I knew. Dakota Perry, bro. Dakota. All these people. Well, Dakota's from Banning, but, like, he basically grew up there, yeah.
You play football with a lot of these guys. And it's funny, you growing up, you just know people by their... Like, I just knew people by their last name, too.
Yeah. I was here. Williams.
Yeah, Williams or something like that. I just knew people by their last name. But in middle school, where'd you go to middle school?
San Gorgonio.
San Gorgonio.
You too?
I went both. So, elementary went to Chavez and then went to Brookside. And then I went to San Gorgonio in 6th grade. Funny thing, I failed the 6th grade.
Uh-huh.
I failed the 6th grade and I transferred to Mountain View, which was actually closer to where I live, so it only made sense.
Okay.
And then, so I went to both and then went to Beaumont High School my freshman year, and then half of that year I went to Palm Springs High School. I went to 4 different high schools, dude. 4 different high schools. I went to Beaumont. I went to South El Monte High School. I went to Palm Springs High School, and then I went to Glenview.
Well, what was your favorite?
What was my favorite? I'm not gonna lie, probably Beaumont, only because I knew a lot more people. You know what I'm saying? Like the same thing as you. I grew up with a lot of those, those people there, and you know, so it was I was a lot more comfortable, and but it was weird just having to make friends everywhere you went.
Oh yeah, I'm
you know
sure.
What I'm saying? So it was like, that's where I think I got the gift of gab. You know, talking to people, like, because I would have to. I remember at South El Monte High School, I literally went up to a group of people. I'm like, hey, you guys mind if I hang out with you guys? Because I'm just new here, man. And they're like,
no.
They're like,
no.
Who the hell is this guy?
Who is this guy?
Who the hell is this guy? Dude, he's wearing a beanie and
it's rolled up 3 times.
It's rolled up 3 times, and he has a crew neck on. It's 80 degrees outside. Fuck this guy.
It's magenta?
This
Jesus
magenta?
Christ.
Yeah, dude. What a freaking asshole. Who the hell is this guy?
No, but I'm sure they let you hang out with
yeah,
them, right?
they did.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot their names. But shout out to you guys.
Shout out to the group friends. Yeah.
Shout out to
the group home that allowed
Shout out to the group home
that allowed Rene
that accepted me. Thank you for accepting me for who I was.
That's the funniest shit, because like I remember, I couldn't imagine going to like somewhere else in high school, because it really took me a long time to actually be like able to like actually, because like I always thought I was good at it, but like I wasn't, you know.
What, like talking to people,
meeting new people?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But like I definitely developed over time, and I was like, now I can. It's fairly easy, especially with my job. I have to like be able to sell something, so I have to be able to have like a personal conversation or something like that.
Yeah.
And especially with this whole podcast shit, you know, like I have to be able to talk to people and see who people are and develop a conversation. So I definitely had to develop those skills. But nah, man, I used to be very shy when I was in high school. So like even having those comfortable people around me, I was still like, you know, oh, okay, like, you know, like kind of shy.
And do you feel like, you know, because obviously we grew up together.
Yeah.
We played sports. Do you feel like sports actually helped you out with that?
For
helped
sure.
you out,
for
you know,
sure.
come out of your shell even more?
Oh, for sure.
Which is why, you know, a lot.
And even then, dude, I was still like always like, I'm just not an attention guy.
Yeah.
And it's weird because like now I have to be an attention guy, right? Because I do like doing these podcasts. I love them, honestly. They're like just having a conversation with someone is just.
It's the simplest form of, you know, of
connection.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like this is how it's supposed to be, dude.
But yeah, I've been getting a lot of good feedback about these, bro.
Really?
Yeah, everyone's saying it's pretty good.
Right on, man.
Yeah, they like you a lot. They think you're funny. I was like, doubt it, but
who said that? Who said that? Tell me their name. Tell me their name. I will write them thank you notes.
All men. Let's be very clear. All men.
All men.
They all had triple rolled up beanies too.
or magenta crew necks and Adidas. But yeah, all dudes. But yeah, dude, like I feel like a lot of people now aren't letting their kids really experience you know sports.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just sports in itself now. Dude.
Yeah.
A lot more, obviously, with concussions and football and stuff like that. A lot of people don't want their kids to get hurt, but at the same time,
dude, you gotta let them, bro. You gotta let them do what they want to do. You know.
Yeah, when it comes to that, I mean, obviously, you can shelter them from specific things that they don't need to be doing. There's a lot of things
like
that kids
drugs,
like drugs.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to socializing, dude. You gotta let the kids be. You gotta let kids be who they are, and you gotta let them socialize with other kids, and because that's how they learn. That's how they learn to communicate.
You know, the problem with that is the generation before us knows how
like old head, bro.
Well, they just know how they were when they were kids, and it's just like full preventative situations is what needs to go on, and it's just like, well, you don't like. I don't know. It's just like I feel like when you coddle someone too much, you're creating a monster, dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
because some people don't know how to act when they go out or stuff like that. I mean, I could tell you honestly, personally, sometimes I didn't know how to act when I went out. Same. It was only when alcohol was in me or something like that. But
we've all had those moments.
Yeah, come on, guys.
This is recently too, bro. Recently, I
need to get your shit together.
Goddamn. This is last year, man. This is last year. I went to a charity golf tournament. My boss threw on this tournament. And I got, you know, it was sponsored by Casamigos and sponsored by
drink.
Corona Seltzer.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had a lot to drink, man, and I had a good time, but it was definitely an experience. Shouts out to Green Goat Golf. You know,
that sounds super fun.
Yeah, that's the brand. It's my boss's brand.
Yeah. Oh, really?
It's a golf brand, Green Goat Golf, dude. He has awesome stuff. He's got hats. He's got t-shirts, making some fire polos. But yeah, dude, it was a fun time, and I can't wait to go back this year. But yeah, dude, you gotta let your kids socialize. You gotta let them, you know, sports has taught me a lot. Like not even you know, teamwork, communication, everything like that. So and it transfers on later on into your life as well, you know?
Yeah, it's, no, for sure. And it teaches you, like, some type of adversity, because there's always going to be someone bigger and badder than you, right?
There's
always going to be someone who's going to be out there. So
look at Will Smith. He's bigger. He's bigger than Chris Rock.
He's bigger and badder.
And did Chris Rock move? Like I said,
you seen those memes of, like, I can't believe Will Smith hit Dwayne's cousin. Imagine if it was The Rock.
Dude, I was thinking about that too. Just imagine if it was like this is the only time I'll ever agree with Brendan Schaub. He's like, just imagine if it was The Rock or if it was Jason Momoa up there. I'm like, he actually makes a solid point. So if it was somebody bigger, do you think that he would have done that?
I want to know what's your beef with Brendan Schaub.
Like I said it the last time. No, I don't hate the guy.
Well, explain who he is first, and then like let me know like why you don't like him.
Brendan Schaub, he's an entrepreneur, and I respect the hell. He's a great dad. He's a good entrepreneur, but okay. So Brendan Schaub's from the podcast The Fire and the Kid. Yeah. Well, King of the Sting and the Wing.
Everyone doesn't know him, and then he was a former UFC fighter. He was like top 10. And he's a podcaster now, like trying to be a comic. I listened to his special, man. Wasn't impressed for sure.
New special?
Did he have a new one?
I think he's doing it.
The first one he had out, I listened to it. I listened to 15 minutes. Remember we had that whole conversation about 15, 30 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
I only had to listen to 15 and I was done.
That's all you needed.
I didn't even stay for half of it.
That's all I needed.
But you know, I actually sometimes like hearing him talk. It's not too bad. I feel like he's getting a little big for his britches, like because he knows he's that big.
Yeah. He has a big following.
But I just want to know what like your deal is with him.
I really don't like when people always find a way to make it about them.
Okay.
Or when people are trying to, like, on the podcast, he has Brian Callen on the podcast. Brian Callen's a smart guy, dude. He's a very smart guy.
Plays the little brother very well, but
yeah, and he tries to set up Brendan for success and everything. Like he has set up Brendan for success. Yeah, no,
definitely.
He's been a mentor to him. But anyway, like I listened to the podcast today. I talk about this stuff, but I always end up listening to the podcast that's the Fighter and the Kid. And it seems like he's just always cutting people off when they're trying to make a point. Like, I get it. It is your podcast. You started it, but let people talk. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get a point across.
It's about hospitality.
Yeah. You know yeah, they're his co-host. And I feel like he just walks all over his co-host. And he's been on Joe Rogan. You think he's tried that with Joe Rogan?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, you think he's tried to talk over Joe Rogan? No, he hasn't. Nah, but I just don't like it when people try to make it all about themselves. And I don't know if he does it on purpose, but because like I said, he has put a lot of people on. Yeah. And I respect that too. But I just think he's pretty conceited. He's a pretty conceited dude. So, but he's doing his thing. No respect to him. He's doing more. He's famous. He's doing more than me. He has multiple cars and all that, so funny. And all this stuff. So he's obviously doing something right. Hey, you know, as a matter of fact, keep doing you, bro. Keep cutting those people off. You do you, Brendan. Don't let anybody, including me, tell you what to do with yourself.
You know what's funny you say that is like he rolls his beanie up 3 times too. Dude. He does too. Bro.
Wow, he does.
You guys are basically the same person.
No, we're not. Homeboy is at least 10 feet taller than me. Yeah. Strangle me with his pinky, probably.
Oh, no, dude. He won't beat you up that bad.
Was he a good fighter? You said he was top 10. Like,
he was like top 10.
He was on the Ultimate Fighter, though, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't really see him fight too much. But so the fight that made... So when I was watching the whole spiel about... You know when Joe Rogan actually went on the Joe Rogan Experience and fucking... told him he wasn't that good of a fighter and he should retire, right? Have you seen
No.
that? Oh yeah, dude. It was like
I didn't see that
5 years ago or something like that.
Really?
So they went on air, and I think this is when he started his podcast with Brian Callen. They went on air and he told Brendan Schaub, he was like, "Yo, dude, it's not working out. You're not good enough to be out there with these world-class athletes." Fucked up, bro. And mind you this, Brendan Schaub had been through The Ultimate Fighter.
He played college football.
He played college football. I think he was on a practice team.
He was on the Bills practice squad.
Hey, dude, I'm not on the Bills practice team. That's impressive.
Exactly.
Top 10 in the world. That's impressive.
Yeah.
But anyways, they say because like the fight they ended up breaking down. So he was like actually winning and losing all of his fights. Like he wasn't really doing bad, but he wasn't really doing the best. Mm-hmm. But he ended up fighting this guy named Travis Brown, who's like a kind of like a Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah.
And he actually was like kicked his ass like completely. But Brennan just seemed a little like, he just seemed a little nervous. Mm-hmm. Almost like it was a big stage because Travis Brown was ranked high at that time. That was when he was like decent. He's not really that great anymore. I think he retired actually. And then he got his ass kicked and he got fucked up. But Joe Rogan went on air and like just dissected that whole fight, and it was just like, "Look, man, I just don't think you have it anymore."
I love you,
He's like,
dude.
who can you spar with right now at the best? He's like, "Do you think you can take Cain Velasquez right now?" And he was like, and this is when Cain Velasquez was like, I think about to fight Brock Lesnar for the heavyweight championship, and he was just like, "Yeah, man, I could take him."
At the same time, are they going to say they're going to get their ass kicked?
Well, he was like, "I think you'd be surprised," and then Joe Rogan goes, "No." That was the funniest shit ever, bro. Just no.
He just
shut up. No, you're bad.
Just served him a big slice of humble pie.
Humble pie reality. It was one of the funniest podcasts I've seen. Just because it was sad for sure because like this dude was just tearing him apart, but it was like, and he ended up actually retiring and fucking doing podcasts right after that. That's where the Fighter and Kid started. I mean, it's working for him, dude. He's doing something right. So I'm over here. So what's your go-to podcast right now?
Bro, to be honest with you, I listen to like 20 podcasts. Let me just go through the...
Damn, 20? That's wild.
Dude, I have a lot. I mix them up through YouTube and Spotify and stuff like that. So today I listened to Bussin' with the Boys.
That's with Taylor Lewan.
With Taylor Lewan and Will Compton.
Those are football players.
Yeah.
NFL football players.
Yeah, and I listen to Whiskey Ginger with Andrew Santino.
Shouts out Whiskey Ginger. Hilarious. Would love to have you on here.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Bad Friends with Santino and Bobby Lee.
Dude, that's one of the funniest podcasts for sure.
I listened to Congratulations with Chris D'Elia.
Okay.
This past weekend with Theo Vaughn.
Okay.
I listened to Tiger Belly with Bobby Lee and his lady Kalila.
Okay.
Uncle Joey's Joint with Joey Diaz.
Okay. That's him by himself, right?
Yeah, him by himself. Yeah. I listened to Chrissy Chaos with Chris Stefano. He's a comic from New York.
New York.
Yep. And just on Spotify, Victory the Podcast. Did you ever watch Entourage?
No.
Okay, it was a show on HBO, a pretty popular show, long-running show. And the creator, the director of that, he has a podcast with the previous 2 actors that were on the show. So, yeah, dude, I listen to a lot of podcasts. What about you?
About the same, but... No, I don't. I listen to bits and pieces of a lot of them. I don't really like listen to whole. The only whole ones I've actually listened to are Joe Rogan's. Yeah. Joe Rogan's and a couple of Theo Vaughn's.
Yeah.
But Joe Rogan has like
4-hour episodes. So.
Well, yeah, sometimes too, and he doesn't have he has like actual like doctors and scientists on there, and those I like listening to those because I don't know a lot of that shit. You know? Dude. And some of these guys really give like an in-depth version of like this guy was explaining quantum physics one time, and I was sitting there I was just spacing out. Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm oh, okay. I got that.
I wouldn't be able to. I would. You know, it's funny with those Joe Rogan podcasts that I do listen, because I listen to certain episodes of Joe Rogan, mainly if he has comics on or something like that. Yeah, but if it is a doctor, I won't be able to keep up, to be honest with you. Especially if a majority of the time I'm working while I'm listening to podcasts. So I can't. It's not really sticking. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing
it's just
stuff.
It's like another language almost.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But I respect it, dude. I respect the fact that he has people with different thoughts, different ideas.
He can keep up with it, and that's what I'm trying to do with couch surfing. Is have people who have different ideas, different lives, but actually go into their spots and like actually like
I will go to you wherever you live. I will come to you. Just pay for my flight and I'll go.
And that's a plug.
Yeah.
Anything interesting going on right now with you? I know you were telling me about something about like Tinder before we got on the show. So my man, he's got a Tinder and he's just swiping through.
Boys looking for love. Boys looking for love. I mean, maybe not love, but But yeah. So let's. I want to try this thing every not every Wednesday, maybe every other Wednesday. Call it Respawn Wednesdays, and I would like for Damian to help me respond to certain messages that I get on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. So boys on 3 of them.
So these drop on Tuesdays. So
these drop on Tuesdays.
These drop on Tuesdays. So Respawn Tuesdays.
Yeah, Respawn Tuesdays. We'll do Respawn because it's Wednesday today. But
well, no, but they'll hear this on Tuesday.
Yeah, hear this on Tuesday.
So we film this on Wednesday, but they hear this on Tuesdays.
Okay, yeah, I get you. But
yeah,
I'm just going.
I just had to clarify. Yeah,
I'm just going through here to see if I have any messages worth doing this because I didn't really check, to be honest with you.
Okay. Let me hear it. If you have anything, we're just gonna see.
I don't really like it when somebody keeps explaining things to me and I tell them I get it and they just keep going. I really don't like that. So if you could just not do that again, please, okay, that would be awesome. Thanks, dude.
All right. So what else bothers you? That really bothered you, bro? God damn.
What else bothers you, dude? Oh yeah, I was at the gym yesterday. I left the gym, so I parked in the back where nobody parks. I parked in the back where nobody parks because I like having my own little area. I don't like being surrounded by cars. Yeah. So I parked in the back. There was nobody there. And when I come out of the gym, walk into my car, all of a sudden there was a car parked right next to me when there was multiple parking spaces all along, all around the gym. The gym has a shit ton of parking. Yeah. I park in the back because I don't want to be around people. Okay. So why do you park right next to me? Like, did I just create a chain? Like, this guy parked here. Now I can park here. Just bother him.
You know what bothers me?
I don't care.
Is when people
complain,
park away from everyone and not by all the cars.
Does that really bother you?
Yeah.
Just park with everybody else.
Dude,
you
honestly, just hearing that, it made me furious.
Really grinds my gears. You know what? You're like, what I really like to do? I'd really like to open palm smack you in the face right now, just like Will Smith.
Shut out, Will Smith.
It all comes around. But really, though, do you have any pet peeves, dude? Like anything really bother you? I have a lot. We'll talk about that at another time. But like, what bothers you?
Sometimes when people like, what's a big one?
Because another one of mine is I'm not a math whiz. Yeah. I stopped keeping track after they added letters to math. So, but when somebody's asking when I was in class and the teacher are like, "Oh, what do we do next here?" Yeah. And you would naturally be like, "Okay, you're supposed to subtract this from this." Yeah. I hated it when people said, "You minus this from this."
Minus versus
subtract. You minus
subtract.
this.
Why?
I'm like, no, you don't minus it. You subtract it because that's the proper way to say it.
But it's the same thing, though.
No.
It's the same thing.
It is the same thing, but it's just, I don't like the way they said it. And it bothers me. It's subjective. It bothers me. I'm allowed to have an opinion.
Subjective.
Am I not allowed to have an opinion? Last time I checked, I thought this was America. I didn't know this was Soviet Russia.
You know what would bother me the most, and I know this is a favorite one, is when like I didn't do the homework and fucking everyone else did. Yeah.
You would ask.
But you know what's the worst part is I was the pet peeve. I was the guy like, because sometimes I did the homework and I was like, yo, hey, I got the homework done. I worked all night on this shit.
Like you were proud? Yeah. Like, I did that. One of the times you did do it.
What's up?
What's up? And it's really just what you should be doing.
What's up, teacher? You don't even know.
Or you would, or
I just minus this and this.
Sometimes you would lie to the teacher like they're collecting the homework. You're like, yeah, I got it right here. You would look through your backpack knowing damn well you didn't have it.
Yeah, saying I forgot it.
I forgot it. You look at them.
There was one time I pulled out a blank piece of paper, or like with like the worksheet, but it was a blank piece of paper, and I was like, and I didn't even notice. I was like, oh, and she was like, wait, and I was like, what? And she was like, isn't that it right there? And I pulled it out, and it was a fucking blank piece of paper, bro.
Wait, it was the homework, but it was just blank?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't do any of it.
The sad thing was multiple choice, dude. You could have at least did something, dude. Remember those multiple choice things? Like you were running out of time. All right, let me just get this right. Just guess on everything.
Little, what do they call those? Scantrons?
Yeah, Scantrons.
Well, were those like put through a machine or something?
I think so, bro. I don't know the science behind it. I didn't pass 6th grade. How would I know that?
That's very specific. Because like I remember it went from filling in the bubble to fucking. It was like a rectangle, and you had to fucking scratch it. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
They switch up everything on you, dude. I wonder if they switched up math. Is there another way to do math that I don't know about that they're teaching kids now?
Yeah, you want to know what it's called?
Nope, don't care.
Quantum physics. That's what that is called.
And that's where I get off right here, folks. I just want to thank you for listening to another episode of Across the Room podcast. Again, I am Rene Angel, here with my host,
Damian Williams.
And again, thank you for listening to the first episode. Thank you for possibly listening to this episode. We really appreciate it. Well, I can't speak for Damian, but I know I do.
Yeah, you're a terrible co-host.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
All right. All right, guys. We're leaving off right here. Well, we're going to drop this on Tuesday, right? Yeah. We're dropping it on Tuesday?
For sure.
Recorded it on Wednesday. We're dropping it on Tuesday. All right, cool. Well, all right, guys. Till next week. Sayonara. I get the...